Hello, everyone. This is my dear friend Fatma, and I'm just going to let you introduce yourself. I think you're going to do it better than I would. Okay?
Okay. My name is Fatma. I'm from Tunisia and I live in the States. I met Katarina about 9 years ago. We went to high school together. I played basketball and she played tennis at the same academy.
Okay, we are currently in Budapest, and we're here for.
We're here for a salsa festival. I came to Budapest from the US because of really great salsa festival here happening.
I just wanted to know how was your experience in America? I mean, you're still there, which is interesting for me. Basically, everyone just coming from Europe or Africa comes back home because it's kind of easier. You're on your own over there and just making it happen. But I just wanted to know your journey and basically starting from high school in Sarasota, Florida, right?
Yeah, so I came to the US first to Sarasota, Florida, Impact Academy. I was there for about really just half a year, so just a semester. Then I graduated from there. So I received an offer from Missouri S&T. It's a D2 in Rolla, Missouri. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take it and do it.
So, fun fact, now you're in salsa, but your first love was basketball, right?
Yeah.
So, let me know just how did you start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I was in school and I was doing a dance class actually. So this is like a full circle moment. It actually started with doing dance at school. And then I was outside dancing, with the team, well, not team, whatever. And then the basketball coach passes by. And she's looking up and down at me and she's like, what are you doing here? I was confused. And she was like, well, we have basketball practice tomorrow. See you at whatever the time was. And I was like, sure, because obviously I was taller than everybody, right? And I wasn't super skinny. Like I had a good athletic body, I guess. So that's how it all started. Yeah, from dance to basketball, and then after basketball back to dance. It was just like a full circle moment. Yeah.
How did you decide to go to America? Like, what was the whole purpose of it?
I was fortunate enough to be in the national team in Tunisia, and then I played an African championship back in 2016 in Egypt, and that's where I was scouted by a coach. So yeah, so basically they offered me full scholarship. Of course, I was going to say no to that to go play basketball in the U.S. So that's how it all started.
Okay, so you're coming to Sarasota, Florida, and what are your thoughts? Like, are you feeling a little bit anxious that you're away from home? Are you scared? You meet all the girls, everyone over there just welcomes you nicely. So just tell me a little bit about that experience and like the housing and how did it look like?
Impact was it was a great experience. Everyone was super welcoming. Everyone was nice. Coach Laura was great, and then the girls were also great. But of course, we were kids, so we have our differences. I'm from North Africa, and then you have an Australian, and you have an American, and you have South American. So obviously, it's all different cultures, all different mindsets, all different backgrounds. We don't all think the same. We don't all interact the same. So the way I interact was probably seen as, I don't know, maybe, like there's a lot of misunderstandings that happens, but at the end of the day, we were great. We played with each other well. We supported each other. The housing situation, we were basically just sharing apartments. And we had a lot of fun in that apartment. And then we had a pool, so we'd always go to the pool, hang out. Overall, it was a great experience. I think everyone that I met at the academy, honestly, we still respond to each other's stories. And I mean, I'm here with you after 9 years. So yeah, we still try to interact and get together and stuff like that.
You're going to college.
Yes, college.
What was the college that you chose and why did you choose it?
To be honest, I didn't choose it. It chose me. So I reached out. They offered full scholarship, and it was Missouri S&T in Rolla, Missouri. It was a D2 school. At the end of the summer, I just received that offer, and then I was like, I'll just go for it. So I ended up there.
What was it like for you? Is it different from high school, the switch, the crew, the basketball practicing, traveling? How did it look like?
Oh, it was completely different from Impact. I mean, it was well, it's not, they don't really see it as a big school, but to me it was a big school. Impact had 70 kids, 7-0. I mean, and then I go to a whole completely different world. I did not have a great experience at all. Coach was terrible, and I have absolutely zero shame in saying this. He was not very good. He was not very welcoming. He was not very encouraging. There was a lot of favoritism. Obviously, I was dealing with being homesick, and all he cared about is winning games instead of building athletes. Obviously, I was weak mentally, right? Like, I was only, what, 18 years old. I was alone by myself. No one came with me. So, homesickness, just the indifferences between me and my teammates, where they come from, where I come from. Also with the coaches as well. So, no, it was not a great experience at all. But to be honest, I am who I am because of what I went through there. So, we good.
Okay, so you said that you had those tough moments in college, at your first college. How did you deal with it? Did you think about going back home? Did you talk to your parents? Were you like, okay, I'm coming back, or I'm just gonna go through it? What was going through your mind?
I grew up in a North African household. There's no discussion about what I'm going through, or I had to deal with it all on my own. I had to figure it out and be patient and just like keep going because there isn't another option, right? Like the only option was to make it there because going back to Tunisia, like what do I have there? You know, like I made it to this country where it's full of opportunities. So a bad coach and a bad couple teammates is not gonna stop me from getting where I want to get. So just had to tell myself, gotta keep going. I don't even know which one is worse, to be honest. Yeah, I really don't know which one is worse. Maybe like I've dealt, maybe I would say the second year was worse just because I've dealt with a lot of depression, anxiety, and like at one point I would walk inside the locker room and an anxiety attack would hit me as soon as I'm close to that locker room and I set foot inside that door. It was like crying and like, yeah, it was crazy. But at the same time, I was dealing with a lot of injuries. I had my knee, which is still bothering me till this day. So I was dealing with injuries. I was dealing with a lot of mental stuff. The coach was a traditional coach, old school, tough it out type of person. You know what I mean? So
Did you ever consider going pro?
since I started basketball, like when you ask kids what do you want to do for work, I never ever thought about what I wanted to do for it was always either a pro basketball player or a basketball coach. So now I still don't know what I want to do. Like yes, I do have a job that I don't like. And like people ask me what do you want to do? I don't know. I never had to think about that. I never had to go through the do I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, none of that. So and of course, since I was at college, I was still thinking I was gonna go pro. So my degree was in business management. Right. So it's, I mean, broad and big. Everyone. Yeah.
Okay, so you're graduating. You're done with college, with basketball. Tell me, how did that transition affect you? Like going from practicing every single day, competing, having, just knowing how your day will look like every single day, and it's just based on basketball and practice. And how did you switch from all of that to just sitting down and working 9 to 5?
Yeah, it felt like I lost identity, right? Because my identity was basketball. I was a basketball player. That's all I cared for. So it was a little lost after finishing. Depression did hit again, weight gain, of course, because if I'm working from morning to night, I don't have brain capacity. I didn't even go to the gym or even think. So forgot about being healthy. I was eating too much. I wasn't working out. So yeah, it's like my life completely like 360.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I wanted, of course, to talk about on this channel because I felt that transition as well. I feel like when you finish all of that chapter, I mean, for me, it's basically just another life, and now you have to live a whole new life where you're like, okay, what now? How does this look like what does it look like just sitting down for 8 hours and just pushing yourself to actually be disciplined and actually just saying, okay, after work I'm gonna work out. So tell me, you were struggling for a little bit, right? Did you seek any help? Did you go to your friends and be like, hey, what do I do? Or did you just try to figure it out by yourself? Like, okay, I need to change something because this is not working.
Really basically just had to figure it out on my own, just day by day, and just literally just taking it day by day. I had to end up stop working at that job because of like visa and renewing and stuff like that. It kind of got back into working out and whatnot. But yeah, that's basically how it went.
In that period of time, did you ever think about, oh, I miss basketball, I just want to play a little bit more, or this is it, like I'm just trying to figure out and live another life?
I was done with basketball. No, mental health wise and stuff like that, it was not worth it to me. It was kind of like when you're in love with something and that love just like dies down. That's how it was. I was like, all right, that's it. I tried. I mean, for 4 years, every year, I'm like, all right, this is it. This is changing. Something happens. I mean, it's basically a sign, right? So I was like, all right, we're done.
What happened and how did you find out about salsa and all of that other world?
Salsa wise, so growing up, like I would hear it, and the music just speaks to me a lot. I love it. It makes me happy. I love seeing people dance salsa. I think it's so cool. I would Google salsa classes like near me and stuff like that, and I would see the clubs, but I just never was brave enough to go on my own and by myself. But one time I was in the gym working out, and then my friend Natalia was giving a private class to somebody in the gym. So I was like, oh, this is literally my moment. So I went and asked her. We interchanged phone numbers, and she basically gave me the tea on where to go and classes and everything. And that's how it started. Since then, I've been addicted.
Did you feel judged? Did you feel like you started posting a lot on social media, right? Did you feel judged? Did you feel like a little bit of side eye and like what is she doing? Like how did she come from just playing basketball and now she's a salsa dancer?
At the very beginning, no. I mean, I wasn't ashamed that I'm a beginner. So I was just a salsa beginner, and I was just full of joy doing it. So I was like, people took happiness from me when it came to basketball, and it's not gonna happen this time with salsa. Like, you want to judge? Go right ahead. Like, what am I? You know what I mean? I'm still living my best life, and I'm still happy. So who's miserable here? Not me, because I'm dancing. My thought behind that is, I don't have much resources in the city that I'm in when it comes to salsa. So I'm constantly doing research, constantly watching videos, constantly reaching out to teachers here and there, taking classes online. And I was like, man, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people around the world that are in the same position as I am. And I'm like, I'm going to the gym to work out on my own anyway. Might as well just film it and post it and hopefully help people around the world that don't have much resources or don't know what to do or don't know what to work on by themselves. So basically, I'm doing all the research, and then I'm just showcasing it to people that could benefit from. Did I get backlash and judgment from that? Absolutely. I feel it in my city. I feel it from some people around me. And I mean, do I care? I really don't.
I follow you and I'm like, this girl just doesn't stop. Her stories are just day by day, going to work, going to the gym, dancing and posting and all over again. I'm just so proud of how you managed to do all of that, because I would be like, okay, I need to stop. This is a little bit too much. Do you feel drained?
I think basketball gave me that discipline basketball used to be morning practice, and then we got a meeting, and then I got to go to class, come back, and then another meeting, and then I got to go to class, and then we got another practice at night, so it was jam-packed either way. But for me right now, obviously the 9 to 5 job I have to so I can make money. But then the working out is every day. I'm like, man, do I want to work out? But I have one saying in my head, and it's like, you're given 8 hours to somebody else's company, and you won't give yourself an hour just to benefit your health and your body. So I always remember that saying, and I'm like, all right, we got to get it done. Salsa and dancing, that's just my therapy. So I like, whenever that time comes, I'm like, yes. Finally, I can just listen to the music, hang out by myself, chill, relax, and just dance and work out, practice, or whatever you want to call it.
Do you think that being a student athlete, did that give you like a work ethic and a lot of discipline. Do you think that it will be different if you didn't go through all of it?
110%. Yeah, it would be different. Like that's where I got all my discipline from. That's where I got all the work ethic. I don't know if it's all thanks to basketball. I mean, obviously, some of it is inside of me, right? It's like whenever you're hungry and whenever you have grit, I think you're built and you were born with that. I feel like that stuff just does not get taught. So I think maybe it's a combination of I love when people like I love proving people wrong. Whenever somebody tell me I can't do it, watch me now. And I think that also translates to basketball. Again, I was super weak mentally. I didn't know how to deal with all that. So going through basketball and then going through the doubts, I was doubting myself even, right? So now with salsa, it's like kind of full, kind of like doing its thing. And I'm pretty strong mentally now, to the point that I'm like, all right, we just gotta push and do it. Like with the stuff that I love, I'm like, I'm not trying to be average and I do not want to be bad at it. So if I love salsa so much and I go to all these festivals and I dance with people and I want to give them, whenever I dance with someone that's really good, it's like such a joy and it's really good. So I want to give that back to others and also to myself. When I look at myself in the video, I want to be proud of myself. I want to be like, damn, I look good, right?
If you had a choice of starting with salsa without playing basketball, would you do it?
That's a really good question. Since I was a kid, I've always loved it. I've always loved the music and thought it was cool. But would I be as dedicated as I am right now? Would I be as hardworking as I am right now? I don't know. But I don't think so. There's a lot of dancers that used to be athletes, and that's what differentiate that person from that person. Athletes always tend to make it in whatever next chapter they go into, just because to be a college athlete, especially in the US, like it's no joke. You have to be dedicated, you have to be resilient, you have to be just not give up and just keep going.
What is one advice you would give for someone that is just trying to make it in the US as a student athlete or just going pro? Because you're still there, you know how hard it is. Would you tell them to go for it, or would you say just think about it and maybe stay home?
If they're having good experience, absolutely, and your dream is still to follow that and be a pro, 100%, like go for your dream no matter what. If you kind of losing, like it happened with me, if you're losing the love for it and I was holding on for dear life for so long. I was holding on. I'm like, no, it'll change. But I think know when to let go. Maybe try your best, try it all for sure. But by the time you feel like you can't give anymore, I would say for sure, like it is what it is. Take the L. It's not really an L. It's just you wanted something so bad and it just wasn't meant for you. Yeah.
Is there something that you would do it differently, looking from this perspective today?
Maybe I would have tried to seek help when it comes to like mental health for athletes. That is so huge. That is so huge. Athletes go through so much, man, mentally. I would have definitely seeked for help, like professionally. Yeah.
Fatma, that's it. We're done. Thank you so much. I love this.
This is a pleasure to be doing this with you. It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud of everything you're doing, and you're still there fighting for your dreams. Man. But you're truly an inspiration, and I love your channel, and I love to see you dance in person and everything. So keep going. We're rooting for you, and you're amazing. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.